Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I've been feeling a little overwhelmed lately. I have a lot going on, work, personal life, and I'm way behind on my deck reviews on my channel here. I have quite a few new decks that have just come in the last week or two. I have a lot of older decks that I have not gotten. I've got a big pile here of decks that I still would like to run through and show you. Some of them are older, but they're really great and still available. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago I saw a review someplace, one of the channels. I saw a review of this Playful Heart Tarot, and the pictures were just so beautiful. The images were very spring-like and very childlike and very fun, and I ordered it immediately. I didn't even hesitate. And I'll put the link to the place where you can get this deck in the description box down below. But this is the Playful Heart Tarot. Now you can also buy a little booklet. I think it's about $5 on the same website. When I ordered my deck, I didn't happen to see that she had a booklet already printed, and I ordered a PDF file so that I could print a booklet myself, and so that's what I did. So I imagine this is the same booklet, but you can buy it already produced. By Jamie Morris is the author and the artist. So you can buy the little booklet for like $5 when you same time that you buy the deck. But I ordered the downloadable file for $1 and printed it up myself. So the information is kind of minimal. It's specific to the deck. There's a cute little introduction. Welcome tarot friends, kittens, lovies and dovies. So happy to see you here. Hope you will find this little book of tarot ideas inspiring. Let's get started. Let's shake it up, chop chop. Some basic ideas, how to ask your questions. Let's see what else we have here. Here is a Playful Heart Tarot spell. Then we go through the major arcana. Each card has a little paragraph of regular meanings, and then her term for reversed meanings is in a pickle. So we have meanings for the Fool, nothing ventured, nothing gained, a little paragraph about the Fool, and then the Fool in a pickle, which is meant if you read reversals on your cards. Or it could be just considered the shadow side of the Fool card, depending on how you read tarot. So she goes through each of the major arcana in the same way. The Empress, the Emperor, and obviously our time is too short for me to read all of this to you. Justice, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, Judgment. Then we get down to After the World. We start with the minor arcana, and first is Wands. The Wands are the fire-like life force energy that makes you and everything else live. It is the 24/7 energy fuel for life, for love, for inspiration, motivation, for taking action. If you have it, you have glow. Have none and it will blow. You will feel spent and burnt out. The thing to remember is to take care of this energy like you would tend to a real fire you want to cook with. Start small with kindling and keep feeding it, adding more or less fuel depending on your needs. Ruby red, my strength is moving me ahead. I claim my courage, fearlessness, as I follow my bliss to success. So then there's a little bit on each of the Wands cards. The Ace, down through the Court cards. And then also these cards meanings are given to you with the regular meaning and the reversed meaning, or in a pickle, as she calls it. Next we have Cups. Cups are water energy. They symbolize your emotions, universal instinctual reactions to threat, reward that alter your physical state, and feelings, subjective meaning assigned to emotions, influenced by personal experience, memories, beliefs. Love, relationships, healing belongs here. What is water like? It's a refreshing, flowing, vital liquid. It nourishes all life. It is all wonderful until it stops flowing and moving and gets putrid. Then what do you get? Mosquitoes. Waters can move gently, caressing or eroding, and it can move violently as well. Just think of a flooding river or a stormy ocean. Fasten your seatbelt and enjoy your adventure in the pleasure ground of the cups. And she goes through all the cups with the meanings. Swords. Swords bring in air-like energy, all permeating. The energy is like the oxygen we breathe, clear and invisible, or made visible if polluted or too cold. Swords symbolize your thoughts, what goes through your head, your self-talk, your fears, your mental attitude and mental health. Your clear, rational thoughts can bring you to a life-affirming mountain high, making you feel vibrant and alive. On the other hand, if your head is filled with thoughts of blame and fear, your thoughts can get you lost in a suffocating smog. And then we have a little poem and a little bit of information on each of the swords cards. And then pentacles. Well, I've read all the other themes of the suits, so let's go through the pentacles as well. Pentacles are associated with the earth element. Earth is steady, grounding, solid, dependable. Think about how the earth below your feet nurtures all the trees and plants. The earth also hides precious stones, minerals, and other natural resources. The earth feeds us and holds us and all of our stuff, too. In the suit of pentacles, earth energy represents all the layers of physical manifestation. Your body, your health, your finances, your belongings. Earth can be soft and nourishing and sensuous, or it can be hard as a rock, infertile, stubborn, and insensitive. Alrighty. And then there are also 4 extra cards in this deck, which we'll show you when we get to them. It's Embrace Your Inner Child, Things Are Easier Than You Think, Yes, and You Are Free. So that's the little booklet. Now I can't wait. And look how sweet this is. She has a little handwritten message. I don't know how people have the time to do this when they're doing a mailing. I've done mailings for big groups, and it's really not easy. Let's enjoy the cards. And some little cat faces and a heart. Isn't that adorable? So yes, let's enjoy the cards. I'm going to get my scissors. Gosh, I almost hate to cut this. That's just too cute. But I have to because it's taped on there. That's a tape rather than just a wrap. Oh, look at this. You are loved. One of the cards that I saw that I just adored. How did she know? That's the Two of Cups. Oh, that is so precious. You are loved. Oh, and there is, I am the Oracle. I know where my treasure is. That is the High Priestess. So I got a nice little postcard here with a couple of really nice images. Wow, that's fantastic. I did not do the Kickstarter on this. I'm one of those people that by the time the Kickstarter is over, that's about the time I find out about it. Let's see, this must be just a packing slip, I believe. Yes, it is. A note from the shop. Thank you for supporting the Playful Heart Tarot. I hope you enjoy the cards. Join her on Instagram. Hope to see you soon. You know, I just don't have time. I do Facebook, but I really don't do Instagram. I probably should, but I just, you know, it's just not something I've gotten into. I don't do Twitter either. I have a Twitter account, but I'm really on there very seldom. For you. Isn't that cute? I wish you lots of luck. Oh my God, that's too cute. Alrighty. Well, you know, tarot can be a very serious thing, serious messages, but it can also be very playful. So there are certain decks that you might want to use for certain purposes. And if you have someone who's maybe having a rough time and needs a little good old-fashioned friendly cheering up, this would be a good deck to use. This would be a good deck to use maybe for kids, teens, or children, in my opinion. So, let's see. says, "Take me to my dreams." Wow, that's a really pretty sticker. The wrapping paper. Once again, I hate to cut it, but I have to. Let's see here. There's no way around it. The yellow is such a cheerful color. As I said earlier, I just thought that with springtime coming, that this would be a beautiful deck to have for springtime. The colors, the themes. Spring is the color of air, and it's the color of a, oops, there we go. It's the color associated with swords. It's the color associated with sunrise in the east. And to me, this is a very airy deck from what I've seen of it. Okay. Packaged with great care. So there we have it. Playful Heart Tarot by Kitten Chops. The box is beautiful. All things wonderful are readily available. And it's made by a playing card company. Expert playing card company. And I hope the cards are the same quality as playing cards, because I love the feel of playing cards. Let's see, there must be a way to open this. Plastic wrap here. Well, I'm going to just do it the old-fashioned way with my scissors at the top here. Hopefully I won't catch the box. Okay, well, I found the point where I can open this. So similar to when you get a playing card deck, most of them open in a similar manner. Okay, so sweet. Look at that. Here we've got all the symbols of the elements. Pentacle, cup, sword, and this looks like wands. Alright, now I believe I'm going to open mine from the bottom because I'm kind of silly. It was the same way with my Pagan Otherworlds. I didn't want to break this seal. I thought the seal was too pretty and I didn't want to break it. Maybe someday I'll get a little more adventurous and break it, but today I'm going to just take the cards out like this. Oh wow, they have a beautiful feel. Okay, so it's a tuck box. It's a sturdy tuck box. Thank you, kittens. Very cute. Very, very cute. Very cute. I couldn't wait to dig into this deck. I don't get really enthusiastic about tarot decks too often. So let me just do a little move here. I'm going to move my table to where I can sit. Okay. And let's zoom in a little bit. Okay. So right away you can see it's very playful, as its name would indicate. Here's the Fool. We've got bunnies jumping right off that cliff. Oh, and let me just talk a little bit about the cardstock. The cardstock is very nice, flexible, medium. It's not too thin, not too thick. I have a feeling it's going to shuffle nicely. The card size is typical tarot size. It's fairly large. And here is the back image. Really pretty. Not reversible, as you can see, because one side is on the green palette and the other side is on the pink. And it's got the little trademark there, Kitten Chops. Very nice. And we have a couple of extra cards here with some important information. Welcome to the Playful Heart Tarot, an instant, divine, intuitive access to tarot wisdom via the power of cuteness for all ages. Okay. So let's continue looking at the cards. I'm going to just run through them pretty quickly. I want to make sure I've got decent lighting. All right. Here's the Magician. Very magical, just beautiful. The colors, the artwork is just beautiful in this deck. I love it. Here's the High Priestess. To me, she looks kind of like a Japanese pearl diver, but she's actually going down through a treasure box, not digging up pearl oysters. We've got the water, of course, the moon, clouds. Really conveys the essence of the High Priestess. I love her flippers, too. Here we have the Empress. Just beautiful in nature. She's got her little kittles on her lap. Here we have a very nice Emperor. Got the typical geometric feel to it. We've got the triangle here and 4 square legs. Very nice. He's got his coffee cup. I love that. Here we have the Hierophant. Looks kind of like a bunny Hierophant. Look at those bunny supplicants. They're really something. They're actually bunny rabbits. There's their ears. And of course they're bowing down to their mentor there. Here we have the Lovers. Oh, that is so pretty. What a cute card. You know, sometimes you just got to have some cute in your life. That is wonderful. Look at that. Oops. Here we have the Chariot. Instead of 2 Sphinx or 2 horses, we've got 2 kitties. Very nice. And I love, this is one of my all-time favorite strength cards. Look at the lion and the lady there. That's just perfect. I'm a Leo, and I kind of have adopted the strength card as my personal card. So I'm always interested to see how they do that in various decks. Here we have the Hermit. Oh, he's got a skull for a lantern. Very cute. Again, got a kitty around his neck there. Here is the Wheel. So we've kind of got the wheel of the year, winter, spring. Let's see. I imagine this is summer and fall for the harvest. We've got a color wheel. I love the little gentleman there in his meditation pose. Here is Justice. So you've got to weigh that apple against, I believe those are apple seeds. Interesting. Oh my gosh, the Hanged Man. Look at there. Looks like sweet pea flowers turning into pea pods, hanging down the vine. Very cute. Death. The flower goes away, but you get the fruit, the seed. So in the short term it hurts, but in the long term it's the cycle of life. I love this Temperance card. Look at that. The melding of the colors on the strawberries. That's just awesome. And the melding of the colors in the bowl or flower bowl there. Really nice. Here is the Devil. I like this Devil. I can relate. We've got like the impression of a drink there. You know, liquor can be very attractive vice. Very nice Devil card. I haven't seen a card I don't like yet. Here we have the Tower. They're falling. You can see the images are abstract, but they have a lot of the same elements as the Rider-Waite. We've got the Thunderbolt here. You can kind of see the building back there, but the emphasis is really on the people. And we have the Star. That's a beautiful star. I kind of would have preferred the star to have been white or silver or some color other than yellow, because to me yellow is more like sunshine. But, you know, I can work with this. Very cute. So fly on your hope and inspiration into the stars. Wonderful. Here is the Moon. This is another card that's interesting. I don't dislike it, but I just have a little trouble kind of discerning. I believe this is the Moon and moonlight, encompassing the little Red Riding Hood looking girl there. And even though she's in the dangerous forest, she's being held in protective arms. The Sun. Sun cards are always pretty self-explanatory. Happiness, good times, good fortune. Oh, this Judgment card is just wonderful. And we have the World. Very nice. Now we move on to the Suit of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. I love this Ace of Wands. It's really the impression of a matchstick or the flame of a candle. Yet we have all these other joyous elements down here too. Really pretty. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. He's got two tails. I love the cherries too. Very nice. Look at this Three of Wands. Isn't that cool? Like a campfire. There we go. Next we have the Four of Wands. Really adorable. Celebration time. Five of Wands. Five can indicate a little bit of conflict, or in this case it looks like they've got paths and they're on a race. Very interesting. The cards are just abstract enough to give you a little bit of room for your mind to wander and think what they might mean. But they're not too abstract that you can't tell anything of what the artist was trying to convey. Here we have a really nice Six of Wands, the sense of victory, and the number 1. I mean, that's pretty blatant there. Very pretty. He's got a lot of friends that are cheering him on there. Seven of Wands. Got that kind of stand your ground feeling. Those are interesting looking animals, or I don't know if they're animals or plants. They're kind of a combination. Very interesting, but you really do get the sense of standing your ground against something that's threatening you. So that's a good Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands, swift motion. Look at him go. So cute. Every card in this deck is just so cute. I can't get over it. I know that's how it's billed, as a cute deck. I never thought I'd be really attracted to a cute deck, but this one really does it for me. Here we have the Nine of Wands. See, he's got his crutches. So he's really had a hard time going uphill. He's fought a rough battle, but he's succeeding. Nine of Wands. And I like that these cards are borderless. They have a very, not satiny, but it's a matte finish. They feel very nice to the touch. They feel like playing cards. Here we have the Ten of Wands. Yep, just a little bit overly full there. Alrighty, then on to the court cards for Wands. We've got Page. That Page is enjoying a sunny day at the beach. The Knight of Wands. I like having the knights riding an animal, and a cat is a perfect animal to represent Wands. Really got that sense of motion. He's kind of leaving fire tracks behind him. And the Queen of Wands. Having a nice sunbathe there. Love her kitty. See, she's got the kitty and the sunflower that you see in a traditional Rider-Waite Queen of Wands. And what is she reading? Oh, she is reading Tarot Secrets. How cute. And of course holding her wand. The King of Wands. So he has someone who has mastered what his craft is, and it looks like, this looks like kind of a hospital symbol there, Red Cross, so he's a master healer. Very cool. Okay, moving on to the cups. Here we have Ace of Cups. It's just beautiful. Look at the colors, the pink and the blue. That's just gorgeous. Now, whereas the wands naturally had a lot more orange and yellow and a little bit of green in their palette, but these are more pink and blue. Ace of Cups. I love it. Just beautiful, like a lotus flower for the cup. Here we have the Two of Cups, which is the two dolphins that were in the card that I got as a bonus. Let me see here. I'm going to just pull it back out to compare it. So this is definitely a lot bigger. I really wouldn't want a tarot deck this size. That would be too big. But it is nice to be able to see the image so large. There's the Two of Cups. Very sweet. We've got kind of that symbol looking down from above that you sometimes see in the Rider-Waite decks, a kind of a caduceus and a kind of an angel wing thing. Here we have Three of Cups. Oh man, this is just perfect. This is how I envision the Three of Cups. I know most decks you see three women holding up a goblet celebrating, but to me, threes are creativity, and they're the creation that comes out of the two, which is the union. So out of the union of two, we get a third. A little baby. So I love this Three of Cups. To me, that's a perfect Three of Cups. And you don't see that sort of a image in many decks. I can't think of any other decks that have done the Three of Cups that nicely. Here's the Four of Cups. Again, it's a little bit different from Rider-Waite. They look pretty happy, pretty stable. I don't know what the one is doing up here and the other's down below, but very cool. Alrighty, then we have the Five of Cups. So he's got a little bit of tears coming down his face there, whatever kind of animal that is. Looks like there are 3 cups here and 2, maybe that froggy is stealing the 2 away. I don't really... Oh, there's 3 cups down here also. I guess these are not meant to be cups, they're just meant to be flowers. So we've got 2 here and 3 floating away down there. So he does not see the good, he only sees the bad. He's not seeing the good things in life. 6 of Cups, pretty typical Rider-Waite, nostalgia. Got all the pictures on the wall here. Very cute. I love the horse there. Nice. 7 of Cups. So she's very confident, but she's got a choice to make between all those 7 options there. And I love this 8 of Cups also. We've got the traditional image of walking away from the cups and from your life, or from whatever your relationship issue has been. You're kind of moving away from it into a new place. And to me, these, I'm not sure, but they look like storks, and storks are traditionally the birds who set up a new household. They're the symbol of moving on and restarting a household someplace new. So very nice. Very nice 8 of Cups. Nicely done. Here is the 9 of Cups. Every wish fulfilled. Everybody looks very happy. And the 10 of Cups. Happy family life. Very beautiful. We've even got the little house back here. Okay, moving on to the court cards. Here is the Page of Cups. I love this card because to me cups also represent music and the arts. And she's sort of listening to a record player and got her pictures on the wall there and got the musical notes made out of cherries. Really cute. Very nice Page of Cups. Here we have the Knight of Cups. Sort of a, looks like a Japanese person riding off on a deer. Kind of reminds me, we used to have an amusement park here in California called Japanese Village and Deer Park. That kind of reminds me of that. They had pearl divers there too, but they're long out of business. Here we have the Queen of Cups. Oh, she's really pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I just love the artwork in this deck. I can't say it enough times. And the King of Cups. I like how he's kind of got this all-seeing eye up here. Stormy waters, or an anchor, or charting your course. Very nice. Okay, moving along to the Suit of Swords. Here we have the Ace of Swords. Now you can see right away they're switching to the color yellow. Yellow represents air and swords and the east and sunrise. Thought. That's really beautiful. Here's the Two of Swords, a very traditional Rider-Waite type of an image. The 2 crossed swords. A crossroads, a choice, a conflict. And here we have the 3 of Swords with the traditional Rider-Waite image of the swords piercing the heart. We've got tears down here, little faces crying. Here we have the Four of Swords. An aviator. Looks like he might have just stepped out of his plane there, or maybe he's getting ready to take off on an adventure. But at any event, he's resting right now. He's got a little drink there next to it. Very nice. Little R&R. Here we have the Five of Swords. Kind of looks like an image of a bull. And we've got this conflict depicted down here in the corner. Move it up a little closer. So that is the Five of Swords. The Six of Swords. Whereas traditional Rider-Waite, you see them sailing away from the stormy waters to the calm waters. And this gives you the same feel. Looks like a lady, or it could be a man, with a couple of kids. And they're leaving and going over to something a little bit nicer and better. Here is the Seven of Swords. Give you that impression of stealthiness, craftiness. He's got an audience there watching him. Very cute. They're like, "What are you doing?" Oh gosh, I just love this deck. It really warms my heart. Here is the Eight of Swords. So rather than being shown as imprisonment in your own world there, this is sort of showing something imposed on you by someone else. Someone else is making you feel badly about yourself, and you've got that feeling of being paralyzed, that you can't move when you're being abused like that. I can relate to that, believe me. I've come out of an abusive relationship. Here we have the Nine of Swords. And it doesn't have to be physical abuse to be abusive. Verbal abuse is very, very painful. Extremely painful. And those narcissists, they really know how to control you through the verbal abuse. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on that. Here we have Nine of Swords. Pretty traditional looking image. She's got all those nightmares or stressors in her mind. Very cute, all the pillows, and then the swords are under instead of on top, as we might normally see in that card. Here we have 10 of Swords. Pretty typical Rider-Waite, 10 swords sticking into the body there. I would have liked to have a different image for that, but hey, I didn't make the deck. Okay, here we have Page of Swords. Looks like he's a great communicator. And that, of course, is part of the Suit of Swords. It's not only about your mind and your thoughts, but it's about communication, written, verbal communication. I love that. Here we have the Knight of Swords, riding on a dragon, it looks like. Wow, that's a nice card. Love it, love it. And the Queen of Swords, very confident, insightful, successful. Good one. And the King of Swords with his martini. Isn't that funny? He's got a martini and it looks like a deck of playing cards there. There's the helicopter. Maybe it's James Bond going off to a different location. Okay, then we move on to the Suit of Pentacles. So hey, look at all those coins. Woohoo! He's pretty happy. Here we have Two of Pentacles, a pretty traditional image. We've got the lemniscate and the two coins or pentacles on either side. And there's a name for when you have a snake that's eating its own tail like that. I can't think of the name offhand. It's a specific name for it. If you guys can remember, write it in the comments for me. But that's an esoteric symbol, having the snake that eats its own tail. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. I love this card. Look at that, the growth of the three. Wonderful. So 3 seeds are sprouting, and it looks like we've got the little guy who planted the seed, maybe, celebrating that his seeds are sprouting. That is so cute. Love it. 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Yep, I've got a lot accumulated, and I'm sitting right here on it. 5 of Pentacles. We've got a little disruption there in our resources. Kind of an interesting image. I'd have to give that a little more thought as to why one child wants to stay there and the other wants to leave. I'm not sure why. Looks kind of like a little waterfall or something here. That's interesting. I'd have to give that one some more thought. It doesn't really intuitively spark my mind as to a 5 of Pentacles. Here's a 6 of Pentacles. So we've got that idea of plenty, sharing, a mother bird feeding the chicks. Very cute. A couple of rabbits there, a couple of little birds eating, enjoying what they've got there. Maybe that cat's going to nab one of them. I don't know. Here we have the 7 of Pentacles. So he's really confident in his gardening. He's tending to his garden, waiting to reap his benefits. This says instant orange, I guess. I don't know if he's spraying with some kind of a something to protect the seeds, or maybe fertilizing. He doesn't have a happy face, so he's obviously working. Okay, next we have 8 of Pentacles. The ants. Oh my goodness, look at those ants. Ants working together, building something. That's really a nice thought for the 8 of Pentacles. A lot of times you'll see in decks that they use bees for the 8 of Pentacles, like bees in a beehive. This is kind of the same idea, only ants. Here we have 9 of Pentacles. So we've got the lady in her garden enjoying the fruits of her labor. Looks like she's got a bird on her hand there, as in the traditional Rider-Waite image would show you. Very cute. I like her. Happy dance time. Here we have the 10 of Pentacles. So we've got a nice accumulation, an inheritance, a solid business, a solid family life. Very nice. The tree, it looks kind of like a tree, and I like that imagery. It really implies good foundation and solidness. Alrighty. Oh, look at this Page of Pentacles. Very nice. She's kind of a fox. She's got foxy ears, foxy tail. Nice page. Oh gosh, and I love this Knight of Pentacles. And I really, really love this Knight of Pentacles. Look at the farmer on the bull. Farming is really associated with the suit of Pentacles. And of course, a bull is that nice plodding creature. So while normally you would see a knight riding on a horse that's kind of standing still, not moving quickly, we have a bull instead of the horse. I love that. It's really cute. And it really imparts the essence of the card. Oh gosh, the Queen of Pentacles. She's fabulous. Look at there. She's got her rabbits down below. She's got Bounty of the Harvest on her lap. She's got wheat in her sheaf behind her. She's surrounded by flowers. That is just absolutely gorgeous. I love that Queen of Pentacles. And here is the King of Pentacles. Very nice on his throne, surrounded by wealth and riches that he's accumulated. Nice. His kitty cats are crowning him. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, there are 4 additional cards in this deck that are included. And you can leave them in if you want to. You can take them out. Here's one that's things are easier than you think. And as a matter of fact, you know, I was thinking in my mind, I'd seen all these cards before, and I was thinking what I would do with these 4 extra cards. I would like to substitute these for cards in the deck that I'm not particularly fond of. Now, I thought I might substitute this for the 3 of Cups. Or not 3 of Cups. I might substitute this for the 3 of Swords, because to me, that should be the message of the 3 of Swords. Things are not that hard, things are easier. You can really accomplish great things. So that to me is a good 3 of Swords. So I may swap that out for the 3 of Swords in the deck. And then this card is Yes. So hey, you know, if you have a yes/no question, yes. Very cute. Look at the bells on the collar. Cupcake on its head. It looks like a cupcake. Here's Embrace Your Inner Child. That would be a good substitution for the 6 of Cups. Although we don't have 6 cups on there, but that's kind of the message of the 6 of Cups to me, embrace your inner child. And it's a good symbol for the deck itself, because this is, of course, a deck where you're going to be embracing your playful inner child. And here is You Are Free. And I think I'm going to substitute this for the 10 of Swords, because that 10 swords sticking in a sad face didn't really do much for me. To me, the 10 of Swords means you're being released from one project and going to something else, so you are free. I think that's a good meaning for 10 of Swords, and I may just swap this out for the 10 of Swords in this deck. So that is my run through. It went a little longer than I was planning. I know, when I get a deck I really like, sometimes I get a little carried away. Oh gosh, I love this deck. So let's pull this back out again and let us see just how these cards shuffle. I don't know, they're pretty big, pretty long for my hands. I tend to riffle shuffle end to end, and so it's, if I get a deck where it's too long and I can't do that, it's a little bit difficult for me. But they're nice and buttery. Look at they're cut beautifully. Just a really gorgeous deck. I love it, I love it, I love it. Let's see. Okay, so there you go. Okay, that's my quick run through. This is the Playful Hearts Tarot, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be bringing you quite a few more deck reviews over the next few days, because I have a lot to go through. So take care, have a good evening, and we'll see you next time.